What other challenges or issues have you seen that come across a lot with parents?
Well, one of the more important issues that parents need to keep in mind is whose goal is this anyway? In other words, why are your kids playing a sport? Let me share with you a phone conversation. I mean, I do tend to work with a lot of athletes who have performance problems. And sometimes the root of the performance problem may be a parent who has more of an investment in the sport than their child. So I'm in my office one day and I get a phone call, and the call goes something like this: Dr. Goldberg, my daughter's a competitive figure skater, and we've been having some performance problems lately. My ears perked up when I heard the we. We've been having trouble with our jumps. We've been having trouble with our figures. And when I met with the child, a very talented skater, but her interest was she was doing skating because it was fun, and she really didn't have the kind of goals that her mother had for her. So I think it's very important that as parents we keep in mind that the sport really should belong to our kids, that they should do it because it's their goals, because they want to, because it's fun for them. And I think a lot of us, when we see our kids getting good at something, we get excited naturally because, as parents, we want our kids to excel. But sometimes the Olympic theme that starts playing in our head distorts the picture for us, and we lose sight of, like, what is this really about? And it really should be about the child,
We want to sort of create an environment where the child can excel, but we don't want to start pushing that environment on them.
That's right. It's important that we create an environment, that we give them opportunities, that we make available to them what they need to do to go as far as possible. But we can't then take ownership of the sport. It really does belong to them. And it's really our job as parents anyway. As our kids get older and older, our job is to control less and less, and to give more and more control, increasing control, to our kids. And it's absolutely that case with the sport. Our children should be doing the sport because they want to, because it's their goals, because it's something that's in their heart, and not that they have to do for us.
Yeah, and it seems like there could be some real negative side effects that come out of that of a parent pushing too hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, tremendously negative, because what ends up happening is if you're more, as my dad or my mom, you're more invested in the sport than I am, then I'm going to feel a lot of pressure to perform. And I'm going to feel like now it's no longer fun, it's more work. And that's going to show up as, on the surface, motivation problems, but what will soon happen is I will start to have performance problems, and the end result of that is premature burnout. You'll have kids who will end up leaving the sport because of the pressure. See, the tricky part for parents is kids are hardwired to want to make their parents happy, not to disappoint them, to make them proud. And if you don't do well, and you as a parent, if the child doesn't do well and you as a parent are over-invested, and you show that you're disappointed about your child's performance, they're going to feel that. They're going to feel that pressure. They're going to feel that they've let you down. So the next time they go to perform, it's no longer a basketball game. It's no longer, a swim race. There's much more at stake. Their lovability is at stake, and keeping you happy is at stake. And really, we want to simplify it for our kids. We want to give them complete ownership of the sport. They do it because they want to, because they love doing it, because it makes them happy. And it really calls on us to kind of step back, keep a perspective, and not tie their self-worth and lovability in with their performance in any way. And also in the process, not making them responsible for our happiness. Because if it's more important to us than it is to them, then they're responsible for keeping us happy. We don't want to create that dynamic with our kids.
Yeah.
The key is The sport should be fun. See, the ironic thing is if we allow our kids to have the sport and do it because they love doing it, because it's fun, they're going to learn faster and they're going to perform better. When we get over-invested and we push our kids because we have our agenda in mind and our goals, our kids are going to struggle more. They're going to have more performance problems and they're going to burn out.